Hello, welcome to Airing It Out. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jonas.
And this is Jerry.
Jerry.
And today we're coming to you with a shorter video. We're experimenting with smaller videos, and this is how we're going to do it. So we're just talking about one film. It's an excerpt from our podcast that we did yesterday, which if you want to watch the whole thing, you can find it down below. We talk about 3 different movies, but this time we're only talking about one. Yeah.
I think that's everything said,
I think that's it. We won't keep you because this is meant to be short. So we will just get right on to it. Speaking of Ben Stiller.
Yes,
we also watched The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
So these are both films that are on the hard drive.
The hard drive of movies.
That you were shocked that I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah. I really like this film.
I have heard of that film, but it never seemed to be like, oh yes, that is a film you want to see.
Yeah, I would say that. I don't think
it's very below the radar kind of film.
Yeah. I think its box office success shows that. Like,
did it have success?
I think it made like double its budget.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's not like incredible. But
yeah. No, I think it also just wasn't advertised.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Very inspirational.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's about a guy going on his journey. He lives a very simple life.
Mm-hmm.
Or, not simple, but just does the exact same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And he's forced into adventure.
Somewhat, yes.
And gains his own self-confidence because of that. I think it's nice to see.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a film about taking risks of trying new things, I guess. I really like that it isn't the stereotypical... it isn't the stereotypical office job kind of situation. So he isn't sitting in his own little cubicle or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is somewhat the same premise. So a guy who has been stuck in the same job for
16 years.
Yeah, 16 years. And yeah, I mean, it speaks to a lot of people for a reason, because I think everyone at some point or another will question whether or not what they're doing is what they should be doing or what they want to do going forward. And so it's a nice way, I think, of quite clearly saying, like, maybe just change your perspective from time to time to see what else is out there. It doesn't have to be quite as literal as, like, travel the world, but
But in saying that, I think they do a really good job of making, like, I think the cinematography in the film is really, really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
So they make Iceland, Greenland, and the Himalayas look very appealing.
Yeah.
Which for a film that's there to inspire people to travel, I think is good.
You think that's precisely what they want to do?
No, but I think it's about coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Taking risks, like you say. And also not... So there is an element of just being comfortable in one's own skin as well. So like, umming and ahhing about stuff, and it's like actually just, like you work with this girl that you're trying to like, should I send a wink? Should I not? Should I send a wink? Should I not? And it's like you could actually just talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, instead of this overthinking, it's like actually okay. It's like, oh, Greenland, you can't take a train to Greenland, right? Okay, it's like actually just you need to go there. Go. So be it travel or just doing things, making a change. I think it does a really good job of showing that.
Interesting.
You're smiling.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, no, it makes me think of me a lot, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. No, but that's I mean, also why I think it speaks to a lot of people. It certainly spoke to me in that sense. It's like, it's sometimes that hesitation that is just, why?
Yeah.
Because in the end, you're probably going to do it anyways. Like,
I think that's one of my favorite visual cues is actually the opening of the film, which they do the credits really creatively. So they have them like built into the background as he's walking to work.
I love that.
Beautiful. Really, really cool. But also, so all the extras that are walking as he's like walking on the street are walking faster than him. When he's at the train station, he's the only person sitting.
Yeah.
And there's just little things like that that are like, okay, and I think even if you don't notice them, they're just subconsciously like taking away if like he's stuck.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
That's really smart. That's proper visual storytelling.
Oh.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
But that's really smart. Goddamn.
Multiple viewings.
I know it was funny, like the opening credits, they were really smart, but then it switched to this weird like vibrant colory thing, and I was like, whoa, what has changed suddenly? But I think it also worked out because then it got
that's the point of the film.
A bit more flowery.
Yeah, but I think that's the point as well. It's change.
Mm.
You're not stuck in the real world. You know,
yeah, I guess you got to open your mind to the more colorful, vibrant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
pretty cool.
I
also,
huh? No, say.
Huh? I also liked Ben Stiller a lot in that.
He did a really good job.
Yeah, really good job. I don't know. I hate to imagine or like to see him in like a same sector of actor as like oh my lord, I forgot the name.
You're gonna have to be more descriptive.
Yeah. What's the diamond? No.
The diamond?
Yeah, that we recently watched. Come back to me.
The Diamond.
No, it's not The Diamond. It's
Heist film?
No. It's a recent film on Netflix.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's the name.
That's what I said.
Is what we said?
Yeah.
When?
But 2 seconds ago.
Okay, Adam Sandler. That is the name. No, but
yeah,
like...
because you're thinking like Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
Which is a very Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a shame when he gets chucked into...
Put in the same box. Because
Yeah.
I think films like that definitely show that he's...
Uncut Gems. Bloody hell.
That's the one. Uncut Gems.
The Diamond. I'm like, there's no diamond in that movie.
I was like, I know the title's not anything
I was thinking
with diamonds.
Snatch. I was like, it can't be Snatch.
No.
There's no one in that film that's...
No, but he's clearly not the goofy kind of comedy.
Yeah.
Like, sure, there are definitely films like that, like Zoolander. But he's also quite capable of
acting.
Yeah, more serious stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think as well, like, the film has its funny lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not a purpose. It always cracks me up. I'm like, yeah, no, it's the back and forth is there in a lot of scenes. But also seeing Ben Stiller, like, it's almost irritating, like when he's doing these skateboard tricks as Cheryl's back is turned, and then when she looks around, he's just standing on the board, and you're like, and he just doesn't quite know what to say.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's just nice because you're like, that character growth is so obviously set up, but it does come to fruition without any weird conflict that's kind of forced in the middle as well, which is nice.
Yes, I mean, the whole romance is like, yeah, it plays out, you know? It's
yeah,
not
it's like she's into him, he doesn't quite know what to do with that, and he
Yeah.
learns how to handle that, rather than, you know, usually even if you've got someone that's a bit awkward, there's that kind of middle bit where it all goes a bit wrong, they're overconfident or something. Where I think this is a much more natural, like, this is actually how someone would find their confidence. Maybe not by going to the Himalayas and Afghanistan, but the way he changes is very natural, I think.
Absolutely, and even the situation with, like, him going up to her house with a new longboard and being like, okay, this is the ex-husband, but he's here, so... And losing all confidence, I think that's very cool, but it doesn't actually come to any conflict that is anything but internal.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool because obviously we are stuck with this character and therefore like internal conflict is quite nice to have. But I also like that it isn't blown up to anything that it wouldn't be.
And I think that's quite natural as well because in real life most people's conflict does come from a place of self-doubt.
Yeah.
So it's like in films, you know, when you're kind of like shouting at the characters to be like, just talk stuff through. But instead they kind of fight about it and then go away. It's like personal experience anyway that doesn't feel natural. So I don't usually fight, but also talking stuff through, most people don't seem to do anyway.
Address what the problem
There's
is.
like an internal conflict there. I think that film represents that really well, whereas most films don't. They blow up to this huge fight, and you're like, why are you fighting?
Yeah, it does happen, but
I'm just obviously...
No, I think what I would like to see is that film be redone with maybe other actors that I don't feel like have a little bit of a connotation.
Okay. Who you got in mind?
The guy with
Adam Scott.
Yeah, with the fake beard, and also, what's her name?
What do you know him from?
I just feel like it feels like he got a cast from Saturday Night Live.
Okay, fair. That guy is what he's in.
Yeah, and so I kind of feel like I'm about to watch that, and just that connotation I think doesn't help the film.
Okay, interesting.
And that's a bit of a shame, because it's like, obviously I'm not saying that I can't see them as serious actors in that way, but it does make it harder.
Fair.
And then I also feel like I'm kind of expecting the jokes that they do make, or like the funny lines that they make. I kind of have the expectation of like, oh yeah, this is gonna be silly.
Okay, fair.
Which is a shame, because it's not.
No, it's
not really.
Interesting. No, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
maybe that would change it. That
Yeah.
would just change.
I don't know. I know Adam Scott from Parks and Rec, but I think he's a different enough character that I can kind of separate that. I don't think the rest of... I mean, maybe Ben Stiller... It's one of my favourite Ben Stiller films, though, so I kind of more associate him with that and Tropic Thunder rather than his other movies. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of the only thing that I would change if I would change anything about the film.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe a bit more Icelandic, or like kind of language. That's always fun.
I think focus.
Yeah.
You're like...
And Sean Penn is great. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's a good character.
It's so funny, because it's so much like... He's like, what is going on? Because he's definitely planned out his thing to be like very simple, of like, I sent you all the thing and like it's all there. And so he's like, why is Walter Mitty... What?
Oh, he's like, right, you're in for a treat when you like you realize you've had it this whole time. You're like, oh no.
It's really funny.
No, Sean Penn's always good. He doesn't act a lot though.
He doesn't act a lot. Yeah.
I remember like when I saw him, he's in 2.5 Men as himself.
Really?
Yeah, just for an episode, like a cameo. I was kind of like, I recognize the face, but I don't even know what actor I associate him, like what character I associate him with.
Okay.
Like he's just one of those actors that's kind of...
You know the face.
There. It's like I was reading about Guy Pearce yesterday, who's another one that I'm like...
I don't recognize the name.
I can Google him for you.
Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
No, I think I've only seen Sean Penn in...
this is Guy
like
Pearce.
oh, yeah, of course.
This is what I mean. But he's one of those actors that's just in a lot of films, but not really is like the main dude. And you're kind of like, I know you. I know who you are, but if you're like, oh, who does he play? I'm like,
It's like Iron Man 3 or whatever.
Yeah, well, I know him from Alien Covenant. He's in the star of that.
No,
but
I think Sean Penn is like the gunman, or something like that, where he's a sniper.
What? In Iron Man 3?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Sean Penn is not in Iron Man 3.
Sean Penn is gunman, the sniper in what? Is that what the film's called?
I think the film's called The Gunman or something like that. No, but it's like...
You're on your own there.
Damn.
Yeah,
no, it's funny.
Good film though. Strong recommend.
Yeah, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I think the title is a bit misleading, though, because you kind of like expect to have a duality of his life.
Sure, yeah.
But it's not that.
No.
I'm not sure if they're hinting at like his...
mental zone outs?
Yeah, his visions, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the whole film is a vision.
Or maybe it is the whole thing of like he's just not showing himself to the... Maybe that's it. It's not actually him traveling, but it's him showing himself to the world. Yeah. So like the secret life is him hiding away. Wow. Deep analysis right here.
Sure.
I just patted my own back. I'm sorry. No, but I think that could totally be true.
Yeah.
Because like it's again the situation of like a lot of people are maybe afraid of just going out there in terms of like opening themselves up to the outside.
There you go. Maybe this does resonate with you better than you expected.
No, I don't think I expected it to not resonate with me.
Beautiful.
I think it's very this movie is definitely a broad audience.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think most people find themselves a little extra inspiration wouldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel like it doesn't make any big statements or claims, like, and that's what's so nice about it. It's very delicate. It's just a simple thing, really.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want
No,
to?